Well, hello there, everyone, and how are you guys on this beautiful day out here? It's nice and sunshiny. However, I'm here to do a reading on Chloe Bailey. Yes. What do I have to say about Chloe? Well, first off, somebody wanted to know about Chloe Bailey and how her music career is doing, as well as a comparison to see how she feels about how she is in comparison to her sister. Now, some things that I did find out about Chloe is that she is going to be releasing a second studio album titled Trouble in Paradise. I'm not sure when she's going to be releasing it, but she has teased about it. And another thing I've recently heard that she has talked about how I guess she identifies as a pop artist, and she feels that she is just automatically categorized as R&B. Yeah. She just said that I'm sorry, I was just thinking about Chloe's music, and I was just like, yeah, I really don't think it belongs in R&B. But she said that she feels as though she's only classified as an R&B artist simply because of the color of her skin, even though she feels like if she was not, she would be automatically put into the pop category. I don't know, it sounds like a little bit like Beyonce, like why you gatekeeping country music, but hey. So that's some things that I found out about her. Oh, and also for the person that was wondering, I'm not sure if you know that, but Chloe did say that her sister Haley, or Holly, will be on her new studio album. They finally got their schedules together, even though they're like both very busy respectively. But they both were in New York allegedly, and they had the time to come together. And she said that it felt like old times again. So that's great to hear. And also, I've read an article from last year about how Chloe does not like to be compared to her sister because they are close and best friends, which I totally understand. So with that being said, I will find the woman card. We're trying something new. Okay. So, well, with that being said, wow, I could have been talking while picking up the cards. Okay, so I'm trying something new. I'm going to try exactly the way Lady Crone had suggested with these particular cards instead, because the Letterman are just a tad different from tarot cards, and we've been reading them like tarot cards. So for this, I think I will pick the classy woman. Why not? I could have picked this. I might just pick the scorned woman just for the fact of how Chloe feels about how her music genre is put upon her based off of her, and because it's also called Trouble in Paradise. So it doesn't sound really classy or fun at the moment for her. So let's see. Man, both women are hiding pretty low in this deck. Jeez. All right. I swear, if it's on the bottom, that's the classy woman. They weren't too far apart, and I already know who this other woman is going to be that's going to appear. It's going to be her classy sister. I mean, not to put any discrepancy against them, but it is kind of how I see them both, just simply because Chloe came out with Have Mercy and was doing that like weird sensual stuff on the internet. So around her, I'm going to start with the left, and then we're going to put it above, and then put it right. Oh, we got a man. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. And then we're going to put the four corners. So I just picked, so there. Okay. And we're just going to do the four corners. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. Okay. And just two more on this side, just in case. Okay. 2, 4, and then 6. Okay. Oh, I actually did hit a 5. All right, perfect. Hopefully I laid them out right. Okay, so first off, we can see for Chloe Bailey, we have this card to represent her, and therefore all the cards around are going to represent the energies around her. Immediately, I put right above her head her sister unaccidentally. And the sisters on top. We have a burden on the left-hand side. And then we have a man on the right-hand side. And then beneath Chloe, we have the polar bear, which is fitting. And then on the diagonals, like the 4 corners of it, like from Chloe, we have the mountain just slightly above her, above the mountain and the cross, really. And then another 4 corner, the lily and the seductive man or mischievous man who matches her energy. And then also below those 2 cards, we have the cross with the respective man in here, which is honestly interesting. We have both female and both male cards out here, so I wonder who this second male is. And then we have the clovers and also the man right here. So the best I can say at the moment, what is surrounding Chloe is definitely people in her energy. Like, that is one thing for sure. She has her sister, and she also has a partner that she could be interacting with. I think we did do a reading if she was dating somebody named Gunna, but it didn't seem like it, so who knows? Maybe she doesn't want to fully commit. Maybe they have a friends with benefit kind of thing, but whatever it is, this could be him. Or I think we also had somebody else that was popping up in that tarot reading. Basically, we know that Chloe Bailey is not dating anybody at the moment. She seems to be focusing on her music. And maybe this is why the cross could be on the heart side, because she is focusing on her career and focusing on her image and what she wants to do with her life. And so because of that, she's not able to fit a man in just as she would like, because right underneath the burden, we have a man. And then right next to Chloe, we also have another man to symbolize somebody that could be a partner with her. So she could be longing for somebody to commit to. And then at the bottom, we have the polar bear, which can symbolize the polar bears underneath her. So therefore, she might not see, or she could be even hypothetically be looking down at this bear because she's looking out the window and the bear's beneath her on the grounds underneath her. She's inside of a house, if you think about it like that, or even a castle. But because of that, because she is of high status and high regard, there could be people out there that are jealous of her energy or the image that she puts out of herself. And going back to the man that I was talking about earlier, sorry, I didn't mean to focus on a man in this reading, but a man just happens to pop up. We have the lilies over top of this man, just like we had the burden over top of another man, and it just symbolizes all around her, both in her past and in her near future. It just seems like there may be some problems in the love department. That's the best I can say for that, because we have the clover at the bottom. I'm not sure if I've talked about the clover yet. We have the clover at the bottom, as well as the death card right next to that, which symbolizes this change. There's going to be some form of change coming to her that needed to be done, because the clover represents a momentary moment of luck. However, with the death card right next to it, that temporary luck is not so lucky in that regards. So it could be something that was very short-lived, which would be very fitting because we have this love scheme right here, and then with the, like right here where my finger's dancing, we would have the death card symbolizing that this wasn't a good ending, or it's a struggle for her. Maybe she's trying to redefine the boundaries of what she wants in a significant other instead of just dating around. She is getting older, and like you who was wondering, maybe she could be thinking about starting a family, not like at this moment, but trying to really think about it because her little sister already has a family, and hers, like the big sister, could probably be feeling like, man, especially because people are like going to be comparing her to her sister, she probably could feel some type of way that people want higher expectations out of her than she can achieve, which is interesting because this mountain card is right here, right next to her sister. Not saying that she has a block up against her sister, because her sister's literally above her head at this moment. Not literally like she's not literally like she's have her head thinking about her sister, but just the fact that people are trying to put this mountain, this kind of like a burden, try to make her feel some type of way about her life because she's not living it up to the way her sister was. And you have to remember that they started off as a duo, and now they have gone completely separate different ways. Even though Holly has taken more towards the acting career, but is still saying that she's going to make music, but Chloe specifically focusing on her music and still not, and so trying to keep up that hype that she's created for herself. She could be feeling the burden of how it feels to be a solo artist. And you also have to remember, people do like to talk about how Beyonce is not supporting Chloe. And that could be another thing that she's feeling, that she just feel like she's at a standstill in her music career. And because of that, that's why she wants to focus more time and energy on the career, and maybe not so much about a man, starting a family, getting married, all that. She's really focused on making the coins in that sense, because we have the fish right here. And what was coming in between her and making that money, allegedly, was a man. And also, this symbolizes when she gets up in those echelons and she's just famous, period, there is going to be plenty of fish in the sea, like they say. So she is going to be having options out there, but there's plenty of fish in the sea, but what kind of fish do you like is the question. And then above the fish's head, we have the time card, which symbolizes end time. Yeah, it just symbolizes end time. In time, she's going to find her way, find her path, because right underneath that was the fish. And I was talking about her finances and her music career and how she feels like she has this standstill, and she could honestly just be frustrated at this point because maybe R&B artists aren't as up and poppin' like pop artists are, and it's also a different audience too. There's certain people that listen to like R&B. I mean, anybody can listen to any kind of music, but when you get categorized or pigeonholed into a specific genre, you get a specific audience, and maybe that's not the exact audience she wants to reach. I do wonder what genre her and her sister were considered when they was a group. But you also have to remember, well, anyway, we have the time and the card, as well as the death right here at the very end, which doesn't mean there's going to be a death to her career, but the fact that she's going to have to find how to revamp it, redo it, rebrand herself, because she doesn't like the current trajectory that her music career's in, hence probably the new name of her album being Trouble in Paradise. And because of that, she's going to have to think about ways to be more creative, because in order to make money, you have to be able to be abstract with your ideas, because when like I keep saying, she like feels pigeonholed, that feels like she's put into this category, and if she wants to, she's gonna have to like rebrand her whole image, her whole style, genre of music, while still also trying to be authentically herself at the same time. And maybe she isn't being herself, maybe she's just trying different things, or maybe she's just experimenting. She's in her 20s, she's trying to find herself here. And then to talk about the last cards that I had picked out, we have the Gilded Cage, which symbolizes that she really treasures her the best I could say, she really treasures her life. She loves the music she makes. I won't say of course, if to put energy into an album, you have to enjoy the music that you create. But she enjoys the fact that she is still continuing to make music. And because of that, that's something she doesn't want to lose, whether she tries to change herself to be more mainstream and more marketable. But she has to remember, but she's trying to remember what got her into music, why she's into singing, now that she doesn't have her sister. I mean, her sister's always there, of course. But, and like I said, she was able to get Holly on the album, and it felt like old times again. She was able to reconnect with that delicate part of herself to remind her, why do I love music? She's trying to find that stability in the music career, in the music genre, trying to make a name for herself and really stand out in the fact of, I don't want people to keep comparing me to my sister. I'm my own person, I'm my own identity, which goes back down to this family tree card here, or like the tree represents health, and it also represents what she puts into this earth to make fruitful and grow, because trees grow from the earth, and trees are very earthly. And she's trying to make her creative talents more stable on a physical level, because in order to get these creative talents, you do have to get them from a higher level to bring it down, download into you, and then you're able to manifest it onto this physical earth or this physical reality. So she's trying to make her creative gifts bring the fruit and bear what she wants to reap out of it. And it's doing good. She has her own fan base. She has the own people that love her. I just saw her on TikTok talking about how she had was going to go do a shoot. I don't know what she was shooting for, but she was taking out her braids. Not taking out her braids. She had her braids twisted up, I guess, to make them curly. And so she was taking out the curls so that way her hair could look nice, because she was getting ready to go do a shoot. And she also just recently talked about how she had done a film called The Exorcism, and how that was an experience for her. So she's really out there, like I said, trying to find herself, dabbling a little bit in the music industry, in the acting industry. She's just trying to find her way, whether it's in the love department, or whether it's in her career, or just the way she maneuvers her life. Because she also did talk about, going back to this health card, she did also talk about how she's not sure if she's a vegan or not, because she does eat meat, but she doesn't eat a lot of meat. She's probably a pescatarian, which is basically a vegetarian that eats chicken and fish. But I'm not really sure what her diet consists of. But because of that, we could see she's going through a period of change within her life. And because of that, some people also might not like her for that, because she's changing. And, when you get, like I said, when you get a certain audience, you have to cater to them. And if you want to change it up and switch it up, you could also lose that same audience. But that's just because people are just fickle like that. So yes, I think that's all I have to say with Chloe Bailey. To sum it up about her music career, she definitely has a lot going on. We'll definitely see how that translates to her album that's coming out called Troubled in Paradise. I will definitely take a listen. We'll see if it's more pop or if she leans into that R&B genre, or maybe she'll do something completely different. Because when Boy Bye came out, I was kind of turned off a little bit, because I did enjoy that Have Mercy phase. It was like right there on point with Megan Thee Stallion kind of stuff. So I was just like, hey. And then she like got a little bit more, I would say a little bit more soulful, and I guess you could have considered it pop. I'm not really sure. I when I think of pop, I think of stuff that's like upbeat and like makes you wanna like dance. Like when I think of pop, I think of like Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Kesha, because just recently I heard about Kesha in the news. Who else would I think? Michael Jackson, even though he's dead, he was the king of pop. I was trying to get like at least a little bit diversity in there. And then when it's like Chloe Bailey, it's maybe this is like this new pop. Maybe she's like neo pop. I'm not sure. I don't even listen to neo music, so I'm not even sure if that was even the right categorization for her. So hopefully I will definitely check out this album and the song that she made with her sister to see if they go back to their godly hour era, or if they're going to be, what is what is even Holly going to sing about? Because I don't want to say they live different lives now, but because they are on two different paths at the moment. And maybe this could be like a little tease, and we maybe might hear what Holly's album might be like a little bit. Who knows? And who knows when Holly will release her album though? Because they did say they was going to release an album this year, both of them respectively. So with that being said, I wish nothing but the best for Chloe with her music career, and hopefully it turns out and pans out the way she does. Hopefully this was like a venting session for her to talk about the troubles that she has with herself. I'm going to say with herself because she said trouble in paradise. And paradise is your own reality that you create, and it's when people think of paradise, they think of like a home or a place that makes you feel comfortable. And with that, sometimes your paradise is your holy sanctuary, which is your body. So with that, maybe we'll see about how Chloe's feeling in this new album about her music and the way her music career is going. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, everything I do say is allegedly. And please, if you did enjoy, give us a like. Also subscribe, please. And also, if you want me, Baby Crone, to read on any other celebrities that are particularly in their 20s, they can even be 30, but this like my range. I'll say like between my 20s and like at 30, like 20 and 30, like a 10-year gap. That way it's in my generation, in my age group, and I can maybe relate a little bit more of them. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and sunflowers!